If you listen to their albums, as millions did, you could also find flashes of country, blues, blue-eyed soul, and folk music. The truth is that these are four versatile singers and performers who for more than 6 decades have given worldwide audiences a wealth of music, entertainment, and memories. One wonders why the Hall of Fames haven't come calling. We're here to tell you they have. The decades of fans being daydream believers about the Monkees becoming Hall of Famers is over. In the first 2 years of public voting for America's Pop Music Hall of Fame, the Monkees received more votes than Frank Sinatra, more votes than any Motown act, more votes than the Beach Boys, more votes than Elvis Presley, more votes than the Beatles. More votes, in fact, than any other nominee ever for America's Pop Music Hall of Fame. On this 15th day of March 2014, we are honored, proud, and extremely thrilled to present Mickey Dolenz, Davy Jones, Mike Nesmith, and Peter Tork as both collectively and individual inductees into America's Pop Music Hall of Fame. And now the moment you've been waiting for.
Since I'm 12 years old, I have waited for this moment. I would like to introduce Mike, Mickey, and Peter, the Monkees.
Thank you both.
At this time, we would like to induct the Monkees into America's Pop Music Hall of Fame.
Mine says Peter Noon. Mine says Mickey Nesmith.
We also want you to know we do have one for Davy Jones, and we'll be sending it to his family.
Yes. Thank you so much for this honor. It's a pleasure to be here. You guys having a good time? A great convention. A big thank you to Jody and Phyllis for putting on a really great convention, and also for setting up this wonderful honor. Thank you. Everybody hold them up and ready for photo. Start over there and sweep. Okay? There. Center now. Center. Moving to stage right. All the way to the extreme. That's the extreme version right now, just as we're talking about. Thank you all very much. Thank you.
Dave Alexander, what are you doing with that microphone?
Hello.
Okay, you can have mine too.
No, you know what, guys? I think actually we should.
Hey, let's do the show right here.
Why don't we do a tour?
It's a Judy Garland, Mickey Rooney reference. You guys wouldn't know.
Why don't we do a tour?
Wait a minute.
Why don't we do a tour
Wait,
in the middle of May?
Wait. Wait, a tour?
What?
A tour?
Well, yeah, I got a guitar and drums, and you got a microphone.
Yeah, I got a mic and a bass.
There's
I got a
some
bass.
lights. We got some lights.
Got some lights. Hey,
We could do the show right here. Right here.
we could start at the casino in New Hampshire.
Where?
The casino venue in New Hampshire. There's this. You know, New Hampshire has a coastline of about 30 yards.
Yeah.
Right, you know, and there's
You
a
mean
club
we
right
could
there.
start the tour around the middle of May in New Hampshire?
I think we could. Yeah.
The casino?
Yeah, I think we could.
Wow.
And then move on to Jersey and Philly and then what else?
Zanzibar?
Zanzibar, yeah. Mozambique, Dubuque, Milwaukee.
And we could do the tour for like 3 or 4 weeks,
3
all
weeks.
over the Midwest and the East
Yeah.
Coast.
Yeah. You could all come.
Do you think that'd be a good idea?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay,
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. We'll be there.
This is it. This is the official announcement, ladies and gentlemen. We are touring.
We'll see you on the road. We may be coming to your town.
Yeah, we might. Wait a minute. Wait, what was that? I'm sorry. See you guys there on the road.
If you are in the New Jersey area, the Monkees are going to be in the area May 24th, and the Diane in the front row over in the vendor room has the information about getting tickets. And we're also, so you know, we're going to be doing raffles later, and part of the raffles will be tickets to that Monkees show. So when we come around, you'll know. Thanks, everybody.
Could hide neath the wings of the bluebird as she sings. The 6 o'clock alarm would never ring. Puts its wings and I rise, wipe the sleep out of my eyes. My shaven razor's cool and it stings.
Stay tuned for a question and answer session with Butch Patrick and Valerie Benet. Don't forget Donna.
Thought of me as a white knight on the steed. Now you know how happy I can be. And a good time starts and ends without dollar one to spend. But how much, baby, do I really need? was out to get me. That's the way it seemed. Disappointment haunted all my dreams. Then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love. I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. I thought love was more or less a given thing. Seems the more I gave, the less I got. What's the use in trying? All you get is pain. When I needed sunshine, I got rain. Oh, then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love. I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. Love was out to get me. Now that's the way it seemed. Disappointment haunted all my dreams. Oh, then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love. I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. Yes, I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. Said I'm a believer. Yeah, 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 yeah. Said I'm a believer. Yeah, I'm a believer. What do you want? There's a girl I know who makes me
let what go? We've been off the air for 5 minutes.
Come on, Pete, don't cry.
But we were going to be a big success on television.
Hey, come on, Pete, man. There's other shows besides Captain Crocodile, right? Sure, we can be ahead of some other shows.
You really think so?
Sure. Now, just imagine.
Good evening, this is Chet Hinckley.
And David Bruntley.
And Brett Chinkley.
And Chuck Hinckley.
And this is Dank Barkley.
And Chuck Wheatley.
And Charler Waltite.
And Hank Chuckley.
And this is John Smith.
John Smith?
Now, here's your weather forecaster, Tex Nesmith.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Tex Nesmith. I'm your weather forecaster. The United States Weather Bureau today from Washington, D.C. reports that a northern wind and northern squall storm is building up just north of our hometown. And it will be coming down here about 3:30 this afternoon. However, our latest reports indicate that the storm has been quelled by a southern high pressure front arising from the Gulf of Mexico. So today should be sunny and bright and clear. Mexico weather report is today. Today will be beautiful and clear and sunshiny and cloudy. So pack up with your friends and take a drive and go anywhere you want to go. And remember, it's Tex Nesmith saying have a wonderful weekend, enjoy yourself. Everything will be bright and sunny and clear.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Mike Nesmith. And on my left is the delightful and charming personality, David Jones.
Thank you, Mike.
No sweat.
And on my left is the charming and delightful Peter Torr.
David. And my charming and delightful is the left moderator, Nikki Dolans.
Thank you, my charming panel. And now let's play What's My Scene? First contestant, enter and sign in, please.
This game isn't any fun.
To tell a fib. My name is David Jones.
My name is David Jones.
My name is David Jones.
For the real David Jones, please stand up.
I am standing up. The paper's perfect. It's almost foolproof.
Yeah, well, I don't think we have any room.
Oh, yeah, ain't nobody gonna stop us now.
No one except Frogman.
And Reuben the Tadpole.
Run some furniture? Oh, you mean chairs and stuff? Oh, okay, sure.
Holy frog's legs, that really makes me mad.
What shall it ever be when men of evil oppose the forces of goodness and sweetness and niceness? Crime does not
Pay.
Crime does not
Crime does not
No,
pay.
it's my line.
In the script it says my line.
My line, man. Crime does not.
Say that once.
Crime does not.
That's what I said, folks. Crime doesn't pay.
Those Monkees are going to take over my audience, and the network, Howard, is going to ease me out. Unless... Evil thoughts, Howard. Nasty, evil thoughts.
The station has received 27 letters from people who hate you.
All those people hate us?
They're all in crayon. The program
All right.
JJ Pontoon has
Ladies and gentlemen,
today to discuss
for those who are here,
Arrogant egomaniacs. Long-haired weirdos. Loathsome teenagers.
Delightful and well-bred.
ladies and gentlemen, we have a Q&A
My mother.
today.
Now, gentlemen, the purpose of today's meeting?
Where are you going, Gia? Where are you going? All right, welcome. I'd like to introduce to you, Donna Loren will be joining us very shortly, but right now, can you please say hello to Valerie Vinay and Mr. Butch Patrick. And for those of you who don't know, I'd like you to tell a little bit about yourself. Butch, you can start. Microphone. Number 10.
Hello.
There we go.
Hello. Now I know how it must have been following the Beatles on the Ed Sullivan Show. The room is empty practically. Hey, weren't they great though, the Monkees? Huh? Yeah. Growing up, I had done a lot of work prior to being on the Monkees Christmas episode, doing the Munsters and such, but normally I wasn't very excited. I would never tell anybody when I got a part and I was going to be on TV, but when I got the Monkees interview and they told me I'd be doing the episode, I went to my junior high school and got on the loudspeaker and told everybody, I'm doing the Monkees! And to me, that was like the biggest week a kid could ask for at that time in my life, and I was very excited. And I've been friends with them ever since, and it's been a really good journey through the whole thing with the fan base for the Munsters and now the Monkees as well. So welcome to the Monkees Con. I'm glad you're here. And let me turn it over to Val.
Okay, I'm Valerie Carey's Vinay. My name was Valerie Carey's when I did the Monkees series. And aren't they the greatest guys in the world? I was just so lucky to work with them and to be a part of that. And we were a family. We were a television family, but we worked together maybe 10, 12 hours a day sometimes, and it was really something. And I was really lucky because it seemed like I was there every single day. And the writers would come up to me and say, well, we're writing another part for you. We're writing another part for you. But would you do this? Would you get in here? And would you do this? And that's how I ended up in, I don't know if it's 13 episodes or 14 episodes or 18 episodes. But there's a lot that you tell me. So thank you so much for your love. I appreciate it. Okay.
And Donna Loren's going to join us for a few minutes before she goes back, as she performed last night, and I understand it was great.
Tell us something about yourself. Donna, hi, I'm David.
Oh, well, I just had a birthday and turned 67. So we've got a little bit more to go, hopefully. And I just think it's a crazy phenomenon that whatever we did or whatever seeds we planted in the 60s are even more alive today. I think there's, what the Beatles and the Monkees and even going back to Elvis, that whole period was such an inspirational period. And the test of time is that it's lasted. It's amazing, isn't it? Here you are. Some of us are from the originals, and then some of us are from the children, and even some of the grandchildren. And that is a true test that what was started then has that lasting power. And it's the message behind it. I really believe that. Last night when I was sitting in the lobby sipping on a glass of wine, around 12 o'clock, the busload of teenagers arrived, and there were groups of kids that were sitting around singing songs like they were around a campfire. And that is another testimony, right? To the values of these kids. They just want to have some good, clean fun and sing together and make some music and be creative. So that's what I support, and that's why I'm here. And I hope all of you are having a blast and party till your butts are sore.
All right, thank you, Donna. 67 is the new 27, baby.
Hey, you know what? I made this skirt in the 60s, and I managed to survive in my closet.
And she looks great in it, doesn't she?
Oh, yeah. Does anybody have any questions for Donna? Because she's going to leave pretty quick. Any questions for Donna, Loren? I'll come to you. There, here we go.
I have a question.
Here you go.
I have a question for you. So who did you marry besides Davey in that one episode?
That's a good question. Wow. Who did I marry besides? Well, you're sitting right behind my husband, Jared. You're sitting right behind my husband, Jared, Jared is my second husband, and but Jared is my high school prom date. And so we've known each other since we were teenagers. And a little known fact that Jared and his best friend Phil, when they were kids, Phil was a songwriter. He wrote Secret Agent Man and Eve of Destruction. And they started a surf band together called the Fantastic Baggies. And so if you ever see that album cover, there's Jared standing along with his friend Phil and two other guys. So, my first husband is a very legendary producer and music maker. He's responsible, when we met, his first hit was 59th Street Bridge song, Feeling Groovy by the Harper's Bazaar. And How Sweet It Is by James Taylor is Lenny's production. And there's some great, great songs that he's responsible for. And as well as even today, he's still executive producing lots of like Fogerty and I don't know, the list goes on and on and on. And so we come from a musical family. And you might as well, I don't know, let's see, what generation, does anybody know Beck around here? Yeah. Okay, I have to tout the new Beck album. It's called Morning Phase. Tell your friends, because my son is the drummer in playing for Beck, and they're going to be going on tour soon. So check out that new music. It's really fabulous. He's kind of been out of circulation for 10 years, and now he's back strong. So that's what's cooking. And here's another hot tip. Neil Diamond was just in the studio for 3 weeks. Oh man, I'm really giving you a hot tip now. He was in the studio for 3 weeks with my son as well. So look for another Neil Diamond album.
Any other questions for Donna?
I'm gonna say bye-bye.
Okay, Donna's gonna leave. Thank you so much, Donna. All right, any questions for Butch or Valerie? This is a Q&A.
This is it.
Here's one. I feel like Phil Donahue.
Yeah. It could be worse. It could be Oprah.
Yeah, Butch, what was it like working with legends like Yvonne DiCarlo and Fred Gwynne? What was that like for you?
You know, it's funny, kind of alluding to what Donna said about the 60s, because that was the decade that I actually worked. I really started when I was 7 in 1960 and finished in 71 with Lidsville. But if you had to pick a decade to be around and work a lot of TV and movies, the 60s was just it's amazing to this day. People in college are studying the 60s for social impact and stuff. But to answer your question about Yvonne DiCarlo, she was the movie star in the show. She came in at the last minute. They had hired, if you'd seen the Monsters pilot, there was a woman named Joan Marshall that was playing a character named Phoebe, and then there was a kid named Happy Durman who was playing my character, Eddie, and at the last minute, Yvonne DiCarlo and myself screen tested. They hired us both on the spot, whether it was because we worked well together or her name. But the bottom line is she carried that show, in my opinion, way further than it would have gone without her because of her strength, because it was difficult for her to play against these two bona fide comic geniuses, Fred Gwynn and Al Lewis, and their antics, and for her to hold her own against them and be the matriarch of the family was really quite a testament to her comedic skills. And a lot of people thought she couldn't do comedy. And she came in from doing the Ten Commandments, and before that she did all these movies in the 40s and 50s where she was a beautiful harem girl, and she was the Arabian Nights thing, and she was quite a calendar sex symbol. She was a pinup girl. So she was very nice to me. I was very lucky the show was done by a kid-friendly cast and crew. The crew had been together for Leave It to Beaver for 7 years, so they were good with kids, and the producers, and then everybody in the cast had kids. So even though I was the only kid on the lot for 2 years, I felt very comfortable that they used to call me a 39-year-old midget because I acted like an adult, but I was actually only 11 and 12 years old. But we had a great time. Yvonne was wonderful, and I was very close to her at the end, and I was very, very, very fond of her. She was a very wonderful woman. Thank you.
I have a question for Valerie, actually. It's me, Dave. I just was watching a YouTube clip about the Monkeemobile, when it first was built for the Monkees. And I understand what they were talking about in the clip was that you were very much a part of the family. And once they got the Monkeemobile, and it was like pretty much given, they said, here you go, why don't you take it for a ride? Can you tell us where they first went with the Monkeemobile?
My house.
And where were you?
I wasn't there. And my roommate wasn't there. But Peter told me later, he said, we came to your house and you weren't home.
I came into work one day and they go, oh Jesus, but the Beatles were here yesterday, you should have been here. I go, I've worked for 2 years and no Beatles and not even an autograph from you guys, thanks a lot.
I know, I've got a little story too about, since you brought up the Beatles. My husband was a record producer as well. He started with the he didn't start with the Beach Boys, but he was in the 50s and the 60s, Bobby Darin, Lou Rawls, the Beach Boys, Jim Croce. And so anyway, I think he did like 450 albums. It was Capitol Records. So he comes home one day with John and Yoko. And he didn't have his key. And I wasn't there. I am totally absent. John had his white suit on, and our dogs, it was raining. So you reminded me of that with the Beatles story.
Thanks. We have a question here.
Hi, I'm from Ontario, Canada. Second time coming here. Came here last year. It was great. Do you ever keep in touch with the two Marilyns, Beverly Owen and Pat Priest?
I speak with Pat Priest a lot. We do some personal appearances together. I've been to Idaho and stayed at her home. She's a good friend of mine. And Beverly Owen, I hadn't spoken to her for about 40 years, but I did have a phone conversation with her about 6 years ago. And it was very awkward because, what do you really talk about? I like to tell people she was my first date because she was sweet enough to come all the way down to my town of Gardena and drove me to Grauman's Chinese Theater, and we went and saw Mary Poppins when it came out. And it was very nice of her to do out of her way to do that for me because she knew I had a huge crush on her. So I always like to tell people I set the bar very, very high at a very young age with Beverly Owen as my first date. But she left the show after 13 episodes. Some people don't know this, but she was homesick and she was in love, and the reason she wanted out, she was just miserable. And when she went home, her husband was a producer for Captain Kangaroo, and they went on to create Sesame Street, which I always thought was a really cool thing. That I'm glad she left because maybe she was some inspiration for some good stuff that came down the path. Thank you.
Great. Question over here.
This question is from Mr. Patrick. I'm going to be putting you on the spot tonight, sir. My name is Johnny Thunder. You know me from last year.
Yeah.
Well, this is the question in public. You are the last one to see Mr. Schneider.
I'm sorry?
You're the last one to see Mr. Schneider. He was last seen on the Christmas special that you appeared in.
Yes. Yeah.
Now, we had this talk, but come on, where is Mr. Schneider?
I do not know, but it's very funny. And after you enlightened me that the whole situation with the Schneider disappearance, it was like maybe he's running around with Spot and Woof Woof somewhere. Who knows?
Any other question? Okay, we have one here. Oh, thanks.
Hi, Valerie.
Hello.
Okay, you were in the most episodes of any of the Monkey Girls, so I was just wondering what was your favorite episode that you played in?
Oh my goodness, that's really a tough one. Monkees a la mode, the one I co-starred in. My favorite. The Kidnappers, but another one. But of course, I love them all. I really do. They're really so good. Aren't they? Yeah.
All right. Do we have any other questions for these two lovely people? Oh, I gotcha.
Front row.
Front row.
Man's hurting his arm.
Gary wants me to ask Valerie how you got involved in the pilot episode of The Monkees.
How was I involved? Okay, you want me to tell that story? Okay. Very interesting story. I was working with Jerry Lewis at the time on the Columbia lot, and someone called me to go interview on stage 4, where we shot the Monkees. And I walked in on the stage and it was quiet and there was no one there. And I don't know if any of you have ever been on a stage where the doors are closed and it's scary. And then I heard footsteps. And it was Bert Schneider, and we interviewed, and he said, "Can you travel?" And I said, "Yes." And he said, "We need a stand-in for a boy, a young man." And I said, "Oh, okay." And it was Davy Jones. We're about the same height, and that's how I started on the show. And pretty soon the writers started coming up to me, "We're writing something for you." Bob Rafelson. He said, "Val, can you do this? Can you?" And that's how I ended up in the show. And thank you for asking that question. And that's how I ended up in so many episodes, you know. So they actually put me on the map. They started my career, the Monkees. Thank you.
Butch, were you on set when the Standells came?
Yes, I was there when the Standells came on, of course.
And was it your first feature movie, The Phantom Tollbooth?
What was that?
Your first feature film, was it The Phantom Tollbooth?
No, my first feature, actually the first thing I ever did, I was in the 2nd grade, I went up for an interview for a great little B movie. It turned out to be my first role, and it was called The Two Little Bears. And what it was a fantasy story about 2 kids at Halloween that put this salve on and they turned into bear cubs. But the good part about it was the cast. Eddie Albert was my father, and Jane White was my mom. Soupy Sales was the comic relief cop. And Brenda Lee, 15-year-old singing sensation, Brenda Lee, was my older sister. So for 6 weeks at my first job, I really got to work with some quality people and got comfortable with acting, because up to that point I had never done any acting and never took a lesson in my life. And then from that I did a few more movies. I did about 17 movies, not a whole lot, but a few. Thank you.
All right.
Hi, Valerie. I just want to ask, I know you were on the Monkees, we all know that. And a lot of people may not know you were also on the ABC series Batman, which is a great show. How would you compare being on Batman versus the Monkees as far as the atmosphere versus the shooting? Was it very different, or was it very similar in nature?
It was very different for me, but I only did 2 episodes of Batman. So, and there was an incident with my first day on the set. I was in my dressing room, and all I heard was screaming from the director. And he was screaming about actresses being late and the money that was going down the tubes and the budget, blah, 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 blah. And I was petrified. I was like, oh. And I stepped out of my dressing room and I looked, and there was Julie Newmar on the catwalks way up there in full costume going, meow, and she was just swatting at him and hissing at him, and he was screaming, "Get down from there, get down." So it was very different from the Monkees, because we were such a tight family on the Monkees, and my first introduction to Batman was really scary. But always the crews, don't you find, are the most wonderful people in the world on our crews, yeah. That's right.
All right.
Butch, can I ask you a question a little bit off to the side, because I've seen him on so many different things, and I want to know how it was working with Charles Nelson Riley.
Who was that?
Charles Nelson Riley.
Oh, Charles.
Because he's so, he's so animated on screen. I was wondering if he was the same off screen.
He was really a character, and the funniest thing that would happen is, well, number one, he had a huge crush on me, which didn't help. But I was a fairly naive 17-year-old kid in the summer of '71, and it was what it was. He was nice, and we had a lot of fun, and he complained incessantly about his makeup, which I thought was very funny since I'd been in makeup for 2 years, and I just called him a big crybaby. I said, Charles, come on, it's going to take 11 weeks out of your life to do this, and I had to wear makeup, so I know what it's like, and I know where you're coming from, and it's not that bad. You're just a big baby. And then he would, come up and grab me, and I love you, and I don't care who knows it, give me a big kiss on the cheek, and then we would move on and forget about his makeup for the afternoon. So I think I was a deflection from his anger at the Croft brothers. He held the Crofts as, I guess, hostage, that they were ruining his career with this thing. So we had a good time. A lot of the little people there I had known as, you talked about being a stand-in. Well, when you're a kid growing up, they never have another kid stand in for you. They always have little people. So over the years, I knew pretty much every little person in Hollywood at one time or another, and then they all came together for the Lidsville shoot. To me, it was like a party because I knew them all. And Charles, I think he resented that I was friends with everybody, and he was like the odd man out. And Billy Hayes came over from Witchy Poo to do the Jeannie character, and she was a Croft con. So we had a wonderful time, and one time I remember he didn't show up for work one day. He actually boycotted the show one day and went on the Tonight Show, and talking about costing money at production. It cost him like $50,000 that day for him not to be at work. And I was working harder than he was, and I thought, well, this is kind of crazy, But anyway, he was a good guy, and after we did the show, I would see him occasionally. He was always very friendly to me and nice, but he never snuck up behind me again and kissed me.
All right, I have a question.
Hi, this is for Butch. We recently saw a biography of the Munsters, just last week actually, and Fred seemed such a happy-go-lucky, funny guy, and I wondered about his personality, and also, do you still have Wolf?
Fred and Al were, to answer it is kind of yes, Fred was very much an old school, relaxed, thespian artist. He could play music, he could draw, he could sculpt, he did Broadway, he was a Harvard grad, he was the Hasty Pudding Society, all of the above, old school, big money, that kind of thing. Really talented guy, and he didn't like the Hollywood machine. He didn't appreciate the producers. He liked the writers. He liked the creative people, but he didn't like the suits so much that were getting rich off the labors of the actors without fair compensation. So he and Joe Connolly and Bob Mosier were always having fights. They were constantly bickering. Him and Al were quite a team. Together they put up quite a front, a solidarity front from New York. They were New York TV actors, and they came out to Hollywood. Fred did such a good job as Herman Munster that he just, and you immediately, as soon as you saw the Munsters, it wasn't Frankenstein, it was Herman Munster, the character, and his character came through as a father image. And you think about how good you would have to be to become one of TV's favorite dads as a Frankenstein monster. That's pretty good. And then Al took the grandpa, a Jewish cigar-chomping Dracula to new levels. And their comedy routines, if you ever really look back at the show like I do now, I really appreciate it from the technical standpoints of the set designs and the music and all the lighting and the direction and the editing. But their comedic skills were really good. I mean, Abbott and Costello and Laurel and Hardy, really have nothing on Fred and Al when they were doing their grandpa and Herman shticks in the dungeon. So Fred was wonderful, and they were different characters. Al was over the top, Fred was withdrawn, but together they created quite a team.
Great. Anybody else? Oh, we have one back here.
Way in the back.
I was just wondering, when I think about you in the Monkees a la mode, Valerie, I think of your hair and that great scarf braid and your style and everything. Did you have an influence on your style that you got to wear on the show, or was that made for you?
Did you hear?
She asked if you had an influence on your hairstyle in a la mode.
If I had an influence?
Or was that anything to do with you, or was it the show putting the image on you?
Well, they would do my hair the way they wanted it, like for Toby Willis, the Monkees a la mode. Did you notice that I had a wig on, a platinum wig? And Yes, I had influence, or I would do it myself and run in. Sometimes it wouldn't look so good, but then I wouldn't get in front of the camera. So yeah, sometimes I did. You have influence, though, I think, as an actor of what you might think your character might be. Would you agree? Yeah, you would. Yeah, yeah, he had a great one.
Thanks. Here's one.
I would say welcome to New Jersey, both of you.
Thank you.
And I want to say, Valerie, when I first started in the Monkees, I was 11 and 12, and you're very, very still together and radiant even today.
Oh.
I had a question for both of you. What kind of, are you doing anything in your careers right now or in the near future?
I finished a science fiction feature where I played a woman that's 200 years old, and I invented a youth formula, so I look like this. And I'm a villain. I murder somebody in it, and it was. And I've done a few commercials and stuff like that. A few short films, a couple that I'm not proud of, and like that. I just started working again in 2010 after my mother passed away. So I raised a family, and you know, life gets in the way and everything. So I was out from the 80s to 2010. So I'm picking up my work again, hopefully.
That's wonderful. You know, it's funny because some people may or may not know, but you know, growing up in the '60s and in Hollywood, it was a wild time. You know, it was a place to be, and if you're in Hollywood and you wanted to play and party, and it was an easy place to do. And I kind of took a left turn at Albuquerque in 1971 and disappeared off the planet for 40 years. But in 2010, I got clean and sober in 2010. It's been 3.5 years now. And in that 3.5 years, things have gone full circle for me. People have been very, very forgiving and embraced me back into the business, which is nice. And what's happening? I went by to visit my old house the other day. When I used to live in the Midwest in Macon, Missouri. My grandma owned a big Queen Anne house, and it was vacant and it's haunted. And my sister saw the ghost, and my grandma saw the ghost, and I decided to purchase it. And it's kind of like I don't really like reality shows, but this is going to be going home. There's a lot of my friends still live there, and it's like Eddie Munster comes home to Mayberry in the Twilight Zone. And then I'm going to have a syndicated radio show out of there featuring music from the other side and ghostly musicians and this kind of thing. So I'm looking forward to doing that. It's going to be probably next year. But in the meantime, I see a lot of the fans. I'm doing a book called Munster Memories, which is writing itself. And all it is stories that the fans have submitted over the years of what the Munsters meant to them. And in signing off, one of the things I'd like to mention, because Valerie said that the Monkees were, I only did one episode, but I got lucky. I think I did a really good one, the Christmas episode. And what I had a chance to do was spend a week with those guys, and it was probably the best week of my life, to be honest with you. And then the end of the show, if you ever seen the episode where they bring the whole crew out on camera, that is basically how they were. They were very, very, very friendly. And I had done a lot of work up to that point, and I knew a good set from a bad set. And this was a great set. And the guys were having a wonderful time. They treated everybody as their equal. They loved what they were doing. They knew how special it was for the fans. And I always like that episode where not only do they sing a cappella, but they come out and they do that whole thing, break down the fourth wall and bring everybody onto the set. And I think it's just a great tribute to their true personalities. And there you go.
All right, we have one last question. Anybody? I think I see somebody up front. We have one right here. Hello. You have a question?
I'd like to know, Butch, what it was like to work with Billy Hayes. I just thought she's so funny and she does such great work.
Billy? Yeah, Billy Hayes, she's still with us. She's very active out on the West Coast. She won't fly. That's one of the things. She never goes to any conventions because she just refuses to get on an airplane, which, you can't blame her sometimes. She's well. She's still with Kay, her partner forever. And I speak to her now and then, and she's just a very talented, wonderful, warm person. And she literally looks the same. She may have some ear stuff because she hasn't aged at all. Yeah, she really looks good, this movie. Okay, are we good?
Yeah, thank you very much, Butch Patrick, Valerie Benet. Let's hear it for him. Stay tuned because the Monkeephiles are next. It's their first convention, and from my own personal taste, they're pretty good. I think you'll like them.
Dave Alexander. Yeah, keys. Yeah. I don't know if it's in here, but somewhere. Great job. The band is getting a picture of the dance right
Love is only true in fairy tales, and for someone else, but not for me. Our love was out to get me. That's the way it seemed. Disappointment haunted all my dreams. Then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love. I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. I thought love was more or less a given thing. It seems the more I gave, the less I got. What's the use of trying? And all you get is pain. When I needed sunshine, I got rain. Oh, then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love. I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried.
Sorry guys, you're missing that one. It's right over here.
I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. The rock group down the street is trying hard to learn their song. 7-8, the weekend squire just came out to mow his lawn. Another Pleasant Valley Sunday. Trouble burning everywhere. Rows of houses are all the same, and no one seems to care. Mrs. Gray, she's proud today because roses are blown. Mr. Green, he's so serene, he's got a TV in every room. Another Pleasant Valley Sunday. Here in status symbol land. Mothers complain about how hard life is, and the kids just don't understand. Creature comforts, I only know myself, and make it hard for me to see. My thoughts all seem stray to places far away. I need a change of scenery. Another Pleasant Valley Sunday. Charcoal burning everywhere. Another Pleasant Valley Sunday. Here in status symbol land. Another Pleasant Valley Sunday. You're trying to make your mark in society. You're using all the tricks that you used on me. You're reading all them high-fashion magazines. The clothes you're wearing, girl, they're causing public scenes. I said, I'm not just stepping stone. I'm not just stepping stone. Not just stepping stone. Not just stepping Well, I was what you girl, you didn't have no shoes. But now you're walking around like your front page news. You better not be careful about the friends you choose. But you won't find my name in your book of who's who. I said, I'm not just stepping stone.
222. Thanks. 222.
You killed 24 in the house, please?
Oh, I could hide beneath the wings of the bluebird as she sings. The love would never leave. What's it done? I'm not sleep out of mind. Took me as a white knight on his stand. Now you know how happy I can be. Oh, and all the time starts and ends without dollar one to spend. But how much, baby, do you really need? Sleepy Jean, what can it mean to our daydream?
Oh, it's just a set of keyboard. So you go into that.
We're too busy singing to put anybody down. We're just trying to be friendly. Come and watch us sing and play. We're the young generation, and we got something to say. Hey, we're the Monkees. You know where we'll be found. So you better get ready. The minute you come to your town.
So your case is just up. It's okay. I'll find some. I'll find some.
Hey, we're the Monkees, and people say we monkey around, but we're too busy singing to put anybody down. We're just trying to be friendly. Come and watch us sing and play. We're the young generation, and we got something to say. Hey, we're the Monkees, you never know where we'll be found. So you better get ready. The minute coming to your
Here's one.
Hey, we're the Monkees, and people say we monkey around, but we're too busy singing to put anybody down. We're just trying to be friendly. Come and watch us sing and play. We're the young generation, and we got something to say. Hey, we're the Monkees, you never know where we'll be found, so you better get ready.
Are you good with that? Can you hear that okay? What's that? Can you hear your guitar okay? A little more monitor? Yeah, a little more. Yeah. There we go. That's nice. Yeah. Nice. You, okay, next one. A little bit. Hit it again. One more time. There you go. Nice. Thank you. You're singing over there? Yo, check. Yes. All right, keep going. Stay on it. Stay on it. Don't give up.
1, 2. There it is. That's pretty nice. Just the way it is.
You good there? Over there, you good?
Check.
Okay, next guy over. Give me that bass vocal while you're tuning up. 1, 2.
1, check. 1, 2, hey, 1, 2, all right, 1, 2, check.
Now, are you a good singer?
I'm an awesome singer.
Oh, boy. How's that bass doing?
So do not put this on.
Bass. Is that good? You need any bass here? Bass is good? You want some back there? I need some back here. Yeah. A lot of it. Ah, geez, Louise. So picky. Get that? That's better, thank you. I heard you. Play bass? I don't know. There you go. Nice, thank you. Okay. Next guitar, please. Marshall's good. Can that vocal? Oh, I didn't mess with it.
Check 1, 2. Check.
Check 1, 2, hey, all right, check.
Could you play that acoustic guitar again?
Check.
Monitor on him. Just a second.
Check 1, 2. Apparently, I need to be in the monitors. You'll be sorry about that, but...
Acoustic guitar?
Check.
No.
Do I still need to be talking?
Yes.
Okay, I'm still talking then. So, how's everybody doing?
Can you hear your monitor?
Hey, that's better. I can hear myself now.
Okay. And your guitar is good. Keyboard guy is good. We have your vocal there.
Check 1, 2. Whoa, hello. Whoa, yeah, I can really hear me in the monitors now.
Yes, DI.
Yes, that's perfect.
Let me know how the guitar stays.
That's it, thank you.
Okay, boys. I'm good. Good.
All right.
Yeah? Good?
I guess so.
I think so.
We were born ready.
Are we ready to go, Dave? Yeah! Woo! We are the Monkeephiles. Who's heard of us out there? No, we're not ready yet. Wait a minute, wait, we're not ready.
Not ready.
Check.
We're not ready.
Hello, Cleveland!
Hello, Cleveland.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, now we're ready.
Now we're ready.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
All the way. There you go.
Oh,
No, it's unknown.
What?
Monkeephiles, let's hear it for
Any guitar, no guitar. Remote guitar and monitors.
All the tricks that you used on me. You're reading all them high-fashion magazines. The clothes you wear, girl, are causing public scene. I'm not a stepping stone. I'm not a stepping
stepping stone. Not just stepping stone. I'm not just stepping stone. I'm not just stepping stone. Work towards the monitor. When I first met you, girl, you didn't have no shoes, but now you're walking around like your front page news. You've been awful careful about the friends you choose, but you won't find my name in your book of the who's who. I'm not just stepping stone. 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 Not just stepping stone. Not just stepping stone. I'm not just stepping stone. Not just stepping stone. I'm not just stepping stone. 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 Walk down, girl, don't you walk out, we got things to say. Talk out, let's have a talk out, things will be okay. Girl, don't wanna fight, I'm a little bit around, little bit around. And I say, girl, you know that it's true. It's a little bit of me, it's a little bit of you, too. Let's get some hands clapping out there. Don't know just what you said, I'm the girl, I apologize. Don't know, it's where you belong to wipe the tears from your eyes. Girl, I don't wanna fight. A little bit around, go a little bit around. When I say girl, you know that it's true. It's a little bit me, it's a little bit you, too. Very Paul. There we go. Around. And I say, girl, you know that it's true. It's a little bit me, it's a little bit you, too. It's a little bit me, it's a little bit you, it's a little bit you. It's a little bit of you. Hey, God. It's a little bit of you. It's a little bit of you. Hey, God. A little bit of me. Hey, God. A little bit of you. Please, oh, God. A little bit of please, oh, God. A little bit please, oh, God. A little bit tequila. Thank you. Continuing on. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we're not going to march yet. No, we're not doing that song yet. How about this one instead? Look out, here comes tomorrow. That's right. I'm not with you. How I wish I could borrow someone else's shoes. Very, once we go, there's nothing very
interesting, Bill.
Something interesting for that.
Everyone get a good look at Bill's arm. So let's see.
Absolutely.
I think they did an album called Headquarters, didn't they? All right.
Oh, you know it.
That's why they call us the Monkeephiles. We do all that shtick. I'm kidding.
I remember that.
When the world and I were young, just yesterday, life was such a simple game that child could play. It was easy then to tell right from wrong, easy then to tell weak from strong, when a man should stand and fight, or just go alone. But today there is no day or night, today there is no dark or light, today there is no black or white, only shades of gray. I remember when the answer seemed so clear. We had never lived with doubt or tasted fear. It was easy then to tell truth from lies. percussion, strings, horns, backing vocals. Give the guy a hand. That was awesome. We're gonna take it to another album now later on in the catalog. I hope I don't mess this up. I've messed it up in every rehearsal yet, so why stop now?
That's okay. We forgive you.
I held you tight and it felt like it took the bell. Maybe we like it and I know that it takes how it goes. I've been seeing all this happening to me, but it feels like love.
Ian, how's everything so far? That's our new friend Ian from England.
My apologies to the sound man on that little pop.
Yeah, thanks.
Warning. Sorry about that. Pop.
Sorry, makes it all better.
Oh, impromptu stages, yeah.
Not the kind of girl that tell your mother, the kind of
said, no, no, why not? You must have treated me yours. The only girl they told was every joy by any boy. You're not the only girl they told was every joy by any boy.
Can I get a little bit more acoustic guitar on the monitor? Do I have any room? Oh, thank you, sorry, I appreciate that. Changes again. microphone over to our bass player to sing a song for us.
Oh, yeah! All right, who's ready to hear some more rock and roll?
Hey, Mike. The Kiss convention is next week. Ah, this is the Monkees.
Well then here's some Mike Nesmith songs.
That's a good one.
Now
Monkeephiles. We have time for one more song. Before we do, I want to introduce the band. That's Paul Venturi on keyboards, Bill Shin, lead guitar, Ryan Fenton on the drums, Michael Kropp on the bass, myself, John Roginski on this thing.